The man's highest joy is in victory, to conquer one's enemies, to pursue them, to deprive them of their possessions, to make their beloved weep, to ride on their horses, and to embrace their wives and daughters. Genghis Khan.
He's the fucking...
Pull up your shit.
He's the GOAT.
Pull up your phone.
By the GOAT, Genghis Khan, from the current GOAT, Heath Pedigo.
Look at yourself. Matter of fact, take yourself outside your body and then look at yourself and see how you playing yourself.
When the night is cold and lonely.
Tell you the plug. Try to be real with some niggas and put on my money and show us some love. You did me a favor, I knew you was shicey, I knew you would show you was. It's only a matter of time for niggas get lined and hit with the slugs. You find out pulling your blood. Yeah, nigga. Remember they told me that we fell. Remember they said we CSL. I'm in the field like the NFL. Niggas is sick and I wish them well. I made a wish and I wish them well. I put a brick in a wish them well. Been through some shit and I'm sick of jail. No disease, but I'm sick of jail. Sick of time, sending niggas mad. Calling niggas just to get it found.
Trying to finish with you.
Never come home, minute on the phone. Sick of time,
Arms isolated.
sick of
And the
time,
submission is
loose.
here.
Sending like we trying to get the hell.
I can't even hear you. I can't hear him. Dickhead, I was trying to... Good, I feel good. Shut the fuck up, Ted. Ooh, let's go, boy. Get that heat. Ow, fuck. It's really hot.
How you guys feeling? How you feeling, Tad?
Liquid flow.
I feel good, man.
It says liquid flow, baby.
It's ready to go. I'm just ready to do it.
I'm out here dripped up. Dripped up. I'm about to go drown in this motherfucker. I'm dripping so much.
What you, Jorge? How you feeling, bro?
Good. Good.
Good.
Hey, that's the most we'll probably get out of him.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. He's
How you
feeling
feeling?
good.
Hey, look. There's George's interview. How you feeling? Good. How'd training go? Good. How's your weight? Good.
Life's not guaranteed. How's the couch go?
Who fucking knows?
You already in?
No, I'm wearing some
Just let me know your thoughts and expectations for the tournament, and just let me know how excited you are for all this to go down.
Yeah, so my thoughts on the tournament. Probably, I haven't been this excited for the bracket. I mean, we've had some pretty good brackets, but I think this has probably been our highest level. Not highest level per se, because we've had some good ones, but this is like the biggest, the most stacked one for sure. So I think there's a lot of like questions with the bracket, like so many good possibilities that could happen, so many like possible upsets you just don't know. So I'm excited. Like for me, this is like my own little Abu Dhabi. So for me, it's like I get front row seats of some of the baddest flowers at 185. So I'm excited as hell. Excited to see the Pedigo guys go to work. Some good 10th Planet guys in here. You got Bruno Matias in here. I'm just excited, super excited, happy as hell. We're in a freaking pandemic, and like afterwards, everybody's coming together. So it's kind of beautiful to see. So I'm excited as hell, man. Hell yeah.
All right, Alan, just let me know how you're feeling and your expectations and excitement for a bracket like this.
I'm feeling good. I'm expecting just it to be a badass bracket all the way around. Obviously, I always expect myself to win, but like, you know, no pressure, just one match at a time, take it as it goes, and just see how it all unfolds. I know no matter what, it's going to be a good show, and I'm looking forward to it.
Is this your first time going against the Pedigo submission fighting guys? Like in the same bracket?
I think so, yeah. I don't think, maybe I think so. Yeah, I think it's the first time. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, cool, man. We're glad to have you in the bracket, man. You're a fucking animal.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you guys.
Just give me your name, where you're from, where you train, and just talk to me about the bracket and your excitement to compete.
Yeah, my name's Renee Sosa. I'm from 10th Planet Bethlehem, Finishers MMA. I'm really excited for the bracket. Oh my gosh, like, can you ask for tougher guys to be in it? You know, it's super cool. Just happy to be here, and you know, just happy to show jiu-jitsu. And you know, it's, I don't know, I'm more of an EBI fan than IBGF fan, so this is the stuff that I live for. You know, and always waiting for that 185 category. And just really excited to see what everyone has going today, and you know what the meta is. You know, if everybody's gonna get leg locked or arm triangled or something. So really excited. Been working on a lot of stuff, so really excited to show what I've been working on.
Is this your first time being in the same bracket with some of the PSF guys?
Yeah, definitely. No. Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't win in Pans, or else I would have been in the Open, right, with Jacob. But yeah, first time competing with those guys, and man, you guys just like embody the life of jiu-jitsu, and I just ever since you guys like it gives me chills, to even be thinking of hanging out with you guys. But it was just so cool to see you guys like just being like, dude, we don't care, we're just gonna make it happen, and especially like during COVID and stuff. That was super cool to see you guys like skyrocket. But yeah, I'm really excited to I would love to go against them, because it's not gonna be a fucking boring match, like I'm either gonna get highlighted or gonna highlight somebody. So like that's my style, don't expect me to run away.
For sure, dude.
I train with Eddie Bravo and John Jock and all these other people, and man, the game is not to win by ride time. The game is to submit, so that's jiu-jitsu, so I hope there's a lot of good fights. I hope everybody's healthy, everybody gets home safe and stuff. So
thanks, Renee.
Hi guys, my name is Bruno Matias. I'm from Brazil. I'm living in Houston. I'm very excited today to be here to train at this tournament. And then I'm very excited to the bracket too. I have 4 mats, right? And then it's gonna be fireworks. Then I'm very excited, guys. I hope everything doing great.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
It's also going to be interesting to see Jacob fighting at 185 pounds, usually a heavy or super heavyweight competitor, now down to 185 for this tournament.
Here we
These
go.
guys are amped to get going before we can even get the towel off the mat.
Restarting. Wow. Okay. Well then.
Now
All
we are
here
ready to go. Jacob again sits right to the floor,
Sits
not
right to the
surprising.
floor, perfect.
Jacob, we know, has a great guard and great leg locks. Mike has great top pressure. Jacob immediately starting to elevate, getting into double underhook position with his butterflies. Mike looking to control the head. Jacob's looking to isolate the leg right away, pummeling under. Mike trying to clear the hip. Double outside ashi from Jacob. He's already isolating the heel, and it's already over.
Beautiful finish.
About 30 seconds in, and Jacob gets the heel hook. Beautiful, beautiful entry by Jacob. And again, in a 16-man tournament, that's going to pay dividends. Only having to spend 30 seconds on the match. We've had some long, drawn-out matches in this first round. Great performance by Couch. Take that leg out, but it does have a good bite. George is having a hand fight to stop it.
George doesn't look fazed by it at all. Playing the game he's playing right now. I'm sure he's had competitors do that before.
He's now able to get inside the knee. He's got a good bite on that leg.
Interesting control here. Trying to really hunt that cross ashi.
Yep. Roman doing a good job staying heavy on his right leg, trying to push the knee line down to clear his foot. And both guys look very seasoned in the leg lock game, both on their entries and their defenses. George able to break it and get the angle. Now they're rolling into the crowd. And they're going to roll through the crowd until they can't anymore.
He's got that cross ashi though, and he does have his knee line here.
Cross
So
ashi's tight. Roman's going to have to do a lot of work to either free that elbow or peel the knee line. He looks to be doing a little bit of both, pulling the elbow up while he's trying to clear the feet. He's able to open the legs. George repummels.
George repummeling.
And he gets the tap.
Straight ankle. Wow. Impressive.
Very nice by
Great
George.
finish there.
Very nice submission.
Interesting, he opted for the straight ankle finish there, not to go for the heel hook. Clearly, that's one of his submissions. Really well done.
George Valadarius out of Pedigo with the submission. Very, very nice performance. And again, a shorter fight. Alrighty, we are back. We're going to have a super fight now to start our broadcast after intermission. And we have Bashir Azam from 10th Planet Lombard, a blue belt, against Tad Cravens from Pedigo Submission Fighting, a blue belt as well. Tad is the 2020 American Nationals gold medalist and a 2021 Nogi Pans silver medalist, closing out with one of his Pedigo teammates, as well as Division I wrestler. So a very, very skilled and experienced competitor. Bashir is one of the more accomplished competitors from 10th Planet Lombard, the kind of host gym here. He's competed all over the Midwest, sub-only tournaments, so this should be a very fun matchup, kind of contrasting styles. I think he's going to try to get underneath him on his pole to try to get a better chance to get the leg.
Opting for that buzzsaw passing here. Dives for the Kimura trap here.
Really nice entry from Tad. Able to get Hashir's arm. He's going to slow it down now. He's looking for the Kimura. A little bit more control than the armbar attack he opted for earlier.
Hashir seems to have some good arm flexibility here. Let's see how Tad's able to deal with that.
Expect him to step over the head or take the back. There's the back take. Now he's going for the armbar again. He's going to be ready for that hitchhiker after the first escape by Hashir. Ted is slowly grinding on the grip, realizing he has plenty of time to work the armbar. He's in no rush. Hashir keeping a good palm-to-palm-esque grip. The arm is isolated. He's slowly getting pulled away. That looks like we may get a finish. But Hashir is able to hitchhike again. And again on the leg lock.
Wow.
And now
really
he's got a much
stuff.
deeper bite on the leg. Into the heel hook. Tad is rolling out to try to escape. It looks like his knee line is clear, and he is out.
Really good attacks.
Beautiful jiu-jitsu.
Really entertaining exchanges here so far. Great armbar escapes. He came out of that was extremely impressive. Found his escape, was able to kind of recover. Hunting the neck here, keeping good pressure, keeping Hashir from turtling. Finds the half guard position here, trying to hunt the Darce.
Ted looks really good with that Darce position.
Oh, looks to be pretty deep on this Darce here. He's sitting to his hip. This looks like big trouble here for Hashir, and there's the tap. Nice Darce finish from Tad. Really good match, good exchanges.
Very good attacks from Tad, really keeping the pace on.
Super
Hashir
tough.
did a great job escaping and defending to look for his counterattack. We are now headed back to our 16-man bracket into our second round, our quarterfinals. And we have Bruno Mateus against Alan Sanchez. This is going to be a fantastic match. Both had incredibly impressive performances against really seasoned competitors. This will be a really, really high-level jiu-jitsu display. Bruno coming from more of a traditional IBJJF background, gi and IBJJF rule set. Alan being a strict 10th planet no-gi sub-only type of competitor who still does dabble in IBJJF as well. This will be interesting to see this match.
It'll be an interesting clash of styles here. I would expect probably a guard pull from Alan to start the match. Probably gonna play mostly guard and try to get in on a leg here, would be my guess.
I definitely think Alan's going to look for his leg locks against a very seasoned passer in black belt like Bruno. This could be one of the best matchups on paper of the entire tournament. And it's only a quarterfinal, so that should tell you a lot about the quality coming ahead. This fight could easily be a finals of no-gi Pans or no-gi Worlds, so this is an incredibly tough fight. We'll also see how Bruno's longer, kind of more drawn-out match in the first round is going to come into play. And Bruno actually sits against Alan. Bruno looking to play it open, keep the feet inside. Dangerous against a very skilled leg locker like Alan. Not that Bruno does not have this great leg locks out of his own.
Alan looks a lot more fired up for this match than his last one. Last one came out pretty calm, cool, and composed. Right now he's looking to get straight to work.
Yeah, he looks like a little bit more woken up for this fight.
Yep. Opting for maybe the calf slicer here.
Interesting entry from Bruno. He's getting that nice calf slicer. He's already got the leg laced over the top, and he uses
Coming all the way through.
Alan looks
Alan
calm.
escapes that knee line. Right back to guard.
Alan showed really good pressure. Bruno is not worried about it. Again, he's going for that same calf slice entry. He's trying to get Alan to spin to try to isolate and go for the heel, but it's
Saw similar game played by George Valadares earlier.
generally a little harder when the opponent's staying low. And Alan with a beautiful counter roll.
Nice crown.
Into a triangle.
Wow.
That is tight. Bruno can't slam his way out. This is tight. This is tight.
This is a tight.
It's going to be a hard position. Alan has lost the arm, and Bruno's got his legs triangled over Alan.
It's going to be hard to
try
finish
to pull
the
out.
triangle.
It looks like Bruno's going to be able to pop his elbows out. But Alan follows him up against the arm.
The arm here.
What a triangle by Alan.
He's still in it.
And now it looks like the choke is tight.
This is a much better position for Alan here. Bruno's in a lot of trouble.
Bruno's going to have to do something, and that is the tap. What a performance from Alan Sanchez.
Excellent finish.
What a performance.
Really impressive finish. Stayed with that triangle. Even he had both legs crossed over him from that position.
Incredible.
Alan still maintained the head and the arm there, secured the triangle.
expect Jacob to play his leg lock guard game against Mike's top rusher. Jacob immediately sits.
Sits right to guard.
Mike's going to probably try to stay on the outside and not let Jacob get underneath him. That is easier said than done. Jacob already on a leg entry.
Good leg pummeling here from Mike to keep his legs in headquarters position here.
Mike with a heavy staple with his right knee, trying to keep Jacob's hips flat. Jacob doing a good job pulling it back up. Trying to pummel back to the inside line so he can start isolating the legs.
Got that shin, going for the shin to shin here.
Mike doing a good job trying to keep those feet off him, but now Jacob's starting his right leg inside, and he's going to try to pummel that left leg in front and elevate. Mike's not letting him have it, so now he switches.
Very nice. Good entry here
this
on the leg. This
is going to be a tough spot for Mike.
Gets that top side ashi.
Almost into our cameraman and our pole, so this is not the best position.
Looks like Mike's left knee. Oh, it looks like
Jacob's
he might get a bite on the heel. There it is. Beautiful outside heel hook.
That was just under a minute, so 2 fights for Jacob and about 90 seconds of mat time with 2 heel hooks.
I think the other heel hook was, I think he had one on each side.
So now we're all the way to the other side of the bracket. And we are in our third quarterfinal. George Valadares against Rene Souza. Both competitors had impressive submissions in their first matches. Both should be fresh after those quick submissions. So this will be an interesting battle. We'll see if we see another leg lock from the Pedigo crew. Obviously, Rene will be more than prepared.
This one should be a high intensity match. Would not be surprised if we saw a quick finish from either one here.
Yeah, both guys have the ability to finish this fight right away. On the shoulder.
Looking for that straight arm lock here. Rene picks him up.
Good way to get out. George looks to
George looking for the sweep.
Inside lumberjack sweep. George is going to try to use this to transition to the legs. Rene's trying to hand fight, not let that happen.
Rene's right leg is in a problematic spot for him right now. He's not going to be able to get his base out from under him.
George climbing the legs up, looking for the armbar off the lumberjack sweep. Rene
excellent, trying to get a leg entanglement. Good reset.
Unable to get those attachments. Nice shoulder bite.
He's going to look for the shoulder crunch.
Here. That arm is isolated.
Rene
gets the hands, but George is into the arm lock. This is close. This is the best, by far the best submission attempt of the match.
Possibly a transition to a triangle here. He's got that
George
Kimura.
getting that reverse triangle with the Kimura. From our angle, it is hard to see how tight the triangle is. It looks like the triangle is locked now. The bent arm lock is probably what George is trying to finish with here. And now he's going to isolate the arm, bent arm lock, straight arm lock. The arm is isolated, and the submission is here.
What a chest match.
George stayed patient, waiting for one opening, and he found it. Beautiful attack by George.
How do you feel after your win?
Feel good. Really? Yeah, really. That's your answer to the question. What? I feel good. I'm hungry. Ready to eat. I don't know. What? What do you want from me? I don't want you to speak anymore. That's what I want. He's hungry too. He hasn't eaten. Finished the first 2 pretty quick, fortunately enough, so didn't have to go full 10 minutes or any AB overtimes yet. Pretty happy about that. That shit would suck. 2 more and then $2,400 richer.
So, 2 more matches to go. How are you feeling thus far?
Feel good, man. Had two so far, 2 subs. I just feel like I can't get tired. I feel like I could roll and attack forever. I got 1 more, and then I'm gonna fucking just pummel couch in the finals.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of George. We're gonna wrestle so hard, we're both gonna want to die.
I'm gonna make him piss himself and just cry in the middle of the mat. So, stay tuned.
Where's Pedigo fighting submissions? Who are those?
Where are we, everyone? What's happening today?
Chilling. Like villains. Just watching magic happen, baby.
Magic, baby.
I don't know how I got here. I just walked in.
Where am I? This is church.
The door was open. I just followed everyone else.
Semifinals.
Back here between really tough match here between Jacob Couch, who's had relatively easy day of submission, and Alan Sanchez, who's also looked on fire. This could easily be the finals right here.
Two incredibly skilled grapplers who have looked unstoppable today.
This will be a good match here.
This is as good a jiu-jitsu as you're going to see.
Let's see, probably Jacob Couch pull guard. There he goes.
This is a match you could see in ADCC in a couple of years. These guys are that good. Jacob getting to his traditional seated guard position, trying to get underneath. Alan is wise to it. Alan is trying to keep good inside position, keeping his knees inside. Alan keeping his hips back and low, making it hard for Jacob to come underneath.
Couch already honing in here on his longest match of the day.
He's getting in on Alan's
Trying to bait the back exposure to get that leg entanglement.
Alan doing a good job keeping his foot on the inside to separate the legs.
Oh, beautiful entry into the inside Senkaku here.
Really looking good.
He's in that cross ashi, traditional ashi position.
He has the leg isolated.
Really cranking that leg there. Sanchez looking like he's really trying to defend here. Switches to the double outside ashi, which is how he's finished it before.
Alan now looking for his own submission coming back.
Looking for the own submission. Escapes.
Beautiful scramble.
Beautiful scramble. So
neither guy looks intimidated.
Couch is going to have to really work here to get the leg entanglement finish here on Alan Sanchez, as opposed to his first couple matches. First leg entanglement, he got the finish, then probably 30-second time frame. So already here, his longest match. We'll see what kind of attacks he throws towards Alan now, and vice versa.
This could be a match where both guys have such good leg locks that we wind up seeing a close guard submission. You know, Alan had a beautiful triangle to sing around. Jacob has great triangles arm locks as well. So they might both try to wind up getting away from that leg lock to get somewhere else. Alan did a good job looking to leg drag, trying to clear the hips.
Alan doing a good job. Ooh.
Couch nice with the inversion to get back inside the inside
Couch
position.
looking for that inside Senkaku position, cannot get the knee line. Alan does a good job keeping his knee line out so that Couch is not able to mount any offense on that leg.
About 2 minutes in, both guys have been showing beautiful jiu-jitsu. This is by far Jacob's longest match of the day.
Yep. Jacob still opting here, doesn't seem too interested in coming up at the top. Really trying to look towards a leg entanglement here.
Alan doing a good job trying to not let those legs get too deep underneath so he can try to set the pass up and avoid the legs.
Just shy of 3 minutes here, already gone by in the match here. Both competitors canceling each other out.
Flat. Jacob looking to try to get out of that body-like position. He's very good at himself. So should be familiar. Very nice sweep.
Nice sweep there.
He may opt for a head and arm here. He's looking to control Alan's head.
First time I think we've seen Jacob Couch on top today. Especially being as big as he is for this weight class. You would expect that he would have a pretty big advantage here on top. Diving through for the Dars.
He's not clearing. This is a good position.
Wow, yeah, this is not a good spot for Alan. Alan's trying to get parallel with him.
He's trying to push his elbow off to create space.
Yep.
Jacob's trying to get back underneath to use it to finish.
He's
able to get Alan's hips off the ground.
Yeah, this. Oh, he loses the submission. Jacob transitioning here, probably looking to maybe go for a north-south choke here. Alan wise to defend, getting his left hand in the middle of the armpit.
And there's the threat of when you're so worried about the leg locks, Jacob comes up and looks for a head and arm and almost finishes the fight. Alan does a beautiful job of staying patient and escaping.
Really good control on the hips here by Couch, not allowing Alan to get any kind of guard composure here.
Alan being a very seasoned and sub-only, you definitely got to think he's not too concerned about the position. He's just worried about getting his arms and legs in better position.
Beats him to the back take. Beautiful job.
By Alan. Avoid that back take and get back to a neutral position.
Really good explosiveness by both guys, recognizing that was the time to exert the energy. Both guys showing their experience here in selective energy bursts.
4 minutes down. Couch comes on top again. So let's see if Alan can start getting underneath inside his own legs. Jacob again on the neck.
Looks like he might. Looks like he's got a head and arm control here.
He's almost to the mount.
Looking towards the mount from here. Uses the butterfly hook. Establishes. Ooh, very good recovery. Oh, kind of going out the back door here. Excellent.
Looking for his own head and arm type position.
Wow. Trying to hunt the back here. Couch trying to sit his hips back in.
Couch is able to peel through.
He's trying to get the inside Senkaku. Allen wise to that, but with leg pummeling. Couch trying to sit back through, trying to pass the guard. Looks like he gets the guard pass. Beautiful job. Really using his size and his weight advantage there.
5 minutes remaining.
We're halfway through. Couch has definitely been the aggressor this match, but Allen is staying even with him, staying safe, looking for his attacks when he can be there.
You got to think Allen used quite a bit of energy there during that last scramble, trying to recompose his guard. Couch putting all of his weight on him, making him carry that weight.
Couch being a competitor coming from the heavier, super heavy class, he's used to fighting very big, strong guys and putting a lot of heavy weight down. Fighting someone smaller than him is definitely, going to pay dividends as this fight goes on. And using good pressure on Allen. Allen being smart, keeping his elbows in safe spots, trying to force Jacob to create space to attack so he can use that to escape and get back to a neutral. Jacob has looked very impressive this match and all day. Allen's the only one who's been able to really make him
covers his half guard. Looks to be hunting the Kimura trap here.
He has the Kimura locked.
He's got the Kimura. Looks like Allen's got his knee in the middle, using it to get a leg entanglement. He escapes the knee line back to a neutral position here.
And looks like Allen's trying to pummel the legs a little bit on the inside.
Really good exchanges here.
This match is flying by. 6 minutes down already.
6 minutes of non-stop action. Visibly, Allen looks like the more tired competitor here, but we'll see how that plays out. It looks like Jacob's breathing pretty heavily as well here. I can imagine after some of those exchanges.
He's been attacking heavy. And this is the first time you got to see him work, so we'll wonder if that weight cut is playing into a cardio issue or equation for him. Does not look like it so far, but the first time cutting it this weight, you never know how that's going to play as your matches get a little bit more competitive.
Couch possibly trying to hunt a calf slicer here.
And they use that to try to roll through and hit the leg, but Allen's doing a good job keeping the legs trapped, trying to get behind and clear that space.
Allen looking to try to maybe set up some X-guard work here, trying to come out the back door here.
Allen has the legs triangled to try to
Allen's got to be careful, though, that he does not give him the leg here. Couch does have the leg entanglement here.
Good isolation. He now has the triangle lock.
Yeah,
Couch the leg is isolated.
Couch
He's
has
digging
the
the heel
outside
out.
heel hook. He's going for the straight ankle lock
Allen
here.
is attacking his own heel hook as opposed to attacking the fight through.
Wow,
and
beautiful
Allen's
escape.
able to clear the knee line.
Aggressive pushing away from Jacob Couch, realizing that he lost the attack and now needed to defend.
It's almost like every time they get to the leg lock positions, they're negating each other by both attacking. And
Yeah,
either guy can get through. Allen gets on the neck.
And on the neck, Couch just kind of lets loose. Yep. Doesn't use a ton of energy there to try to defend that.
2.5 left.
And now suddenly, Couch is definitely appearing a little bit more tired at this point.
As we're getting closer to overtime, this could be really, really interesting. I've not seen Jacob in EBI overtime rounds before. We guess he's competed under them before. Where Allen is, I've seen had an incredibly good strategy and technique from the EBI rounds.
I would say on paper you'd almost have to give Allen the advantage if it does go to overtime, but
Definitely.
Couch being as tough as he is, you can never count him out.
Again, we're not sure we're getting overtime because Jacob gets in on the leg again.
Okay, he passes it over to the 50-50 entanglement here. Let's see.
Allen doing a really good job hand fighting.
Yeah, so now we're here in this 50-50 position. It's going to be harder to kind of roll out and escape here, so guys are going to be forced to really start to attack here. It looks like Couch is starting to try to get towards that 80-20.
Couch definitely has a little bit of a lead. Jacob's legs are open.
90
Trying to
seconds.
pummel back in.
Yeah.
90 seconds. Allen has an isolation.
Yeah, Couch may need to start going on the defense now. May have to start abandoning. Now he abandons.
Now hand fighting.
Now he's
Allen's
hand
gonna
fighting.
Use this to clear and get out.
Yeah, Allen wisely escapes the knee line there.
Again, Allen is doing such a good job of staying safe and then countering his own leg locks to escape the leg lock position, and kind of negating Jacob's game from there.
Really even match. I'd say this is stylistically, both guys have similar leg lock styles. Neither guy's really able to get too deep on a bite on the heels here for these leg entanglements.
Neither guy's panicking when they get into dicey situations. They're both just calm, collected, know where they want to be, know where they don't want to be. And we're under
45 seconds.
We have 45 seconds left. So this is going to have to be something aggressive to get a finish. Jacob is pushing for it. He doesn't want to go to the overtime. Allen is now controlling the neck, looking for the head and arm.
Oh, okay. So Allen now
This
is
is the best submission fight he's had.
Wow, yeah. So
Jacob's pushing away.
Jacob's pushing away. He's
There's only 30 seconds left.
trying to get his
Jacob's
hips up.
hand fighting. It looks like he should be able to get his head free and does. Great attack by Allen.
20 seconds.
Couch taking a big sigh there. Obviously, expending a lot of energy, like you said before, having cut all the weight he did to get to this weight class. You got to think that he's feeling it at this point.
Looks like we are going to overtime as we're just under 10 seconds. Now it's really going to come down to who plays this overtime strategy well. And again, like we said, I think Allen has to be the favorite going into the overtime due to his experience. But Jacob, being the bigger guy, gives him a huge size advantage. So it'll be interesting to see.
Okay, so it'll be Jacob Couch on the
Attacking
back.
from the back on Allen Sanchez. Allen is incredibly skilled in this position. Watching Emerald City, watching Midwest Finish in the past, he really knows how to play this game. He knows the grips he wants. He knows the positions he wants. Jacob obviously is a killer, so he knows exactly how to play the back and how to clear hands. Again, Allen has done a good job, and he's almost out. He's not there yet. Allen's got the shoulders free, but he doesn't have the legs free. And Jacob's able to switch the body triangle and reposition.
Wow, catches him
what a
just
good
as he
job.
was about to escape.
And that is giving him way more
Really,
ride time.
wow. Really good job there by Jacob Couch.
And Jacob
getting
switches
precious time.
again to keep the body triangle up, switch to the other side. Allen is making him work side to side, and Jacob is having to battle through.
These ride time seconds, every second that goes by now is just bonus because Allen was just about out, and it looks like he's spinning here,
And he
he's
gets out. That's about 38 seconds.
38 seconds of ride time here for Couch.
Both guys had to use a lot of energy in that round, both offensive and defensive.
Yeah, that was a lot of energy expended there.
So we'll see how Jacob does defensively in this position. He looks great on the offense. Allen
Gets
also
that body
gets the body
triangle.
triangle. Allen's got those long legs, and again, he knows this position well. So now we're going to see what he can do in control.
We'll see how much experience Couch has
That arm is
in
under
this
the
position.
neck. It's not under the chin, but it's around the neck. He's got a good hand fight position there.
And Couch is staying structurally sound here. Ooh, it looks like
It's starting to get tight.
Looks like Allen has got the figure four here. Looks like he's tight here.
Very
yeah,
tight.
There's the
Very
tap.
Allen Sanchez gets a submission over Jacob Couch in the first overtime.
Wow. And we got our first finalist here, Allen Sanchez.
What a
out of 10
performance.
Planet. Excellent job.
Incredible performance by Jacob Couch to get this far. He looked great all day, and phenomenal by Allen Sanchez. He is on a mission to win this Midwest Finishers title.
And so that takes out the possibility here of a teammate versus teammate final.
So we got George Valderez against Samuel Barbosa in our other semifinal.
And this will be another explosive match. We'll see if Sam Barbosa employs the same strategy here, trying to ride it out to overtime, or if he's going to try to blow the gas tank here, maybe try to get a finish.
George has looked really, really tough all day. And again, now he's got an opponent who's going to really play the rule set and has, again, looks to be a pretty significant size advantage. It'll be interesting to see what the strategy on both sides is.
I mean, George is another really tough opponent, and Sam obviously realizes his advantage that he has in the EBI overtime. So we'll see how this one plays out, because
Against Sam Barbosa.
I wouldn't be surprised to see an aggressive match here, but I also won't be surprised to see. I mean, Sam's already had 2 grueling matches, so we'll see how that goes from here. So
I think George is going to really try to push the pace and try to get this fight done before overtime, especially after when you see a teammate lose in overtime and a couple other tough competitors lose to Sam in overtime. I don't think he wants to take it there, where Sam clearly has a lot of experience. And again, if Sam is going to play very smart and outside, it's going to be hard for George. Sam looks to be limping a little bit. I did hear in our intermission that he may have popped his knee against Chris Wojcik in one of the leg lock entries.
could be why he employed the strategy he did in the second match.
Could be. Yeah, he definitely looks to be favoring that.
Yeah,
leg.
that
is not a good sign against
he's not in a good spot right now.
Leg locker like George. George is going to definitely try to attack that as any good competitor should. Again, Sam's going to look to play smart and look to get to his kind of control positions. Again, my guess would be try to get to that overtime, but we have 9 minutes left. George looks a little bit more aggressive this round.
Yeah, I mean,
he does not want to deal with that overtime.
Sam really didn't expose his injury in the last match, but now as time's going on, swelling starting to kick in. We're definitely starting to see that play a
George
factor
is
here.
already in a good position.
Wow,
he's
already
got the arm
entry
isolated.
here on an arm.
Similar entry that he finished the second fight
Yeah,
with.
look at that. He's already deep on a Kimura here. Maybe trying to spin through, transition to a straight arm lock.
This is where George wants to be. Clearly an attack he's good at.
Yep, he may use it to also hunt the back here.
Sam being such a tough to submit opponent.
There he goes. He takes the back off of it.
George got the back. And now he's going to look to isolate the arms.
Oh, there's the arm isolation. Nope.
George is going to look to come through.
Sam does a good job of getting everything back in. Now George is in a great spot. 8 minutes to work. This is not where Sam wants to be at all here.
8 minutes.
They're still relatively dry, so you've got plenty of time to try to bring that leg through. George aggressively putting pressure on Sam's head, trying to peel with his feet, open up that block. Sam doing such a good job not letting his arm come through.
Yeah, Sam is big for this weight class, and I think you're seeing that come through right in these situations here. Just being able to be the bigger, stronger competitor.
That guy is hard to submit.
Yeah, he's hard to submit. Big, strong guy. And now he's in a closed guard position here. Similar position against Enrique. Let's see if he employs a similar strategy, just trying to stay structurally sound, trying to ride it out to overtime where he can put the less amount of stress on his knee as possible.
About 7 minutes for George to attack. The grit that Samuel's shown, clearly his knee's injured, and he's in his third fight of the day against a third really tough opponent. Again, make sure you evaluate that second match a little bit. And it explains why he changed his strategy so much. If you're George here, how much do you really try to attack it?
I think given how you saw his last 2 matches go, you're not thinking overtime at this point. You should probably be hunting for the submission because
what George generally will do anyway is such an aggressive competitor, but you almost have to open and put yourself in a position where you might get past to try to finish the submission.
Yeah, you have to create some sort of a scramble. I mean, George already got into a position where I feel like that was, we've seen him employ that same position. It seems to be one of his go-tos, and, he's got to be feeling, a little weary after that failed attempt. Okay, we're sweeping here straight to the mount position. We could be looking to set up another armbar here.
Similar thing happened in Sam's first match, where he got swept to the mount, was able to escape and get free. So we'll see if he has the same success now in the semifinals. It almost seems like he doesn't even defend that mount sweep. He's almost, happy to be here because as long as his elbows are in, he's in a safe spot.
6 minutes left.
George is going to look to aggressively fight those elbows up, work his knees up to try to isolate. Sam's able to, again, escape that mount with very little energy, just keep those elbows in.
Very good escapes. I mean, for being somebody that's injured right now, I mean, he could have easily pulled out of the tournament, so props to him for continuing to fight, even though he seems to be very limited in his movements and what he can do right now. And you can see him very clearly, visibly limping. He's clearly in some pain right now, and you got to think that that's going to play a huge factor on trying to pass. It's going to be very hard to pass someone's guard like George, where one knee's injured. It's going to make things very difficult for you. Going for the arm drag here, doesn't make anything out from it. George is kind of feeling him out.
5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes, and George again in on that arm, same entry.
Beautiful transition.
And we're gonna see if he opens his right leg wide to try to take the back off of it one more time, because it looks like Barbosa's left hand is in the middle of his legs. Ooh, and now we're in a little bit of a different position here. Okay, so he transitions his hands to the Kimura grip, and now we are in sort of a Kimura trap position here. Now
let's clear the leg.
George is using that right leg to really frame it. Oh, and we're going to maybe transition to a triangle here.
George uses a good hip switch to get Sam back far down.
And Sam is just so hard to submit, man. He's just so big and strong.
Another escape.
Really good job. Really good perseverance. Being able to escape like that with an injured leg. I mean, he made that look easy. So that's
4 minutes to go. George with a couple of really beautiful arm lock attempts, and Sam just having none of it.
4 minutes remaining.
Sounds like they're talking a little bit in the match.
Yeah.
Can't really hear what they're saying.
Some verbal exchanges. I think Sam was talking in his last couple matches, especially the one with Enrique. So it's good to see some comfortable spirits out there. Yeah, a little bit of gamesmanship as well. He's laughing. He's having a good time out there. I mean, we all love doing jiu-jitsu, so.
Just under 3.5 minutes left, so we're getting into that last half of the match where we're getting towards the overtime. George is trying to do everything in his power, I'm sure, not to get there, like we mentioned. Really trying to climb those hips up, trying to isolate those arms. Sam's doing a really good job keeping his elbows trapping George's hips and keeping his hands on that inside line. As you're teaching a beginner's jiu-jitsu class, if your hands are on the inside the arms, your head's on the inside line. It's so hard to attack from the bottom.
3 minutes.
It really, really isolates your opponent from his hips and makes it hard for him to create an angle of attack. George is working really hard, barely keeping his guard closed, constantly opening it up, constantly pulling the legs free, constantly putting the feet on the hips.
A lot of dexterity here, trying to.
George is trying to do everything he can to get to
Sam's shoulders are just too broad. He's just too big.
2.5 minutes now. George just opens the guard, scoots away, giving up his closed guard. Opting, I think, for a little bit smarter strategy. Forcing.
Damn. Yeah, you can see him wincing in pain there when he puts some pressure on. I can't tell if it's his right or his left leg.
I believe it's his right leg, but it's favoring that one, but it's...
We're trying to set up an arm drag here, try to open things up as George.
2 minutes.
Sam does such a good job of controlling a wrist or a knee when the open guard was hard for you guys to create scrambles and kind of wrestle up or come through him.
Good idea.
Just about to the 90-second mark in this match.
Sam really appears to be kind of hunting that cradle, trying to wrap over George's head. George wise to that, not letting him get that control.
Again,
trying to pass here, and then the Granby roll to recover the guard.
Almost with the pass.
George does a good job. I just don't know if Sam has it in him right now to really secure a pass. I don't know if it's injury related, energy related, maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know at this point if he even really wants the pass. I just think he wants to put George in positions where George really can't attack a submission or come forward to him. And whether that's half guard, closed guard, just making him repummel from side mount. Maybe it's his, it might be his left leg, but one of those legs is not doing well.
1 minute.
Back to the center. Under a minute. I think George is going to try to dive for something, whether it's a leg or that arm lock again. I think at this point Sam's just going to try to keep those hands in between, check the knees, check the wrists, keep him off his body, and get to that overtime.
We saw that Sam has a really, really good choke from the back. Haven't been able to see it in regulation yet, but from EBI overtime, I mean, we've seen finish Enrique almost instantly with it last time around. So be interesting to see if George has an answer for that when it comes to overtime here.
Looks like we are headed to overtime. George shooting those submissions out.
And time. We're making it here to overtime. Good last flurry here from George to try to make something of it.
And this is to decide who fights Alan Sanchez for $2,400.
Yeah, this is for semifinals here. Okay, so first we're going to see George on the back here attacking Sam. Sam has shown really good defense here in his previous matches. Let's see how he can do against George's attacks here. Getting ready to get started here. And here we go, we're off.
Right away, George trying to get the body triangle, was not able to. Sam's almost too big. Sam's just hand fighting and trying to
able to get the body triangle here. Sam is really trying to get his back flat to the mat. He's on the right side now. He's on the side of the lock, so a little bit of pressure here on George's left
George is just
ankle.
Point out, really looking for the choke, just controlling, getting a little ride time, which again, Sam might be the big difference. Being smart in how you play the back. Don't get over aggressive trying to finish, but keep him stuck. George should be pretty fresh as he has looked great in his earlier fights. He hasn't had long matches as opposed to Sam being in this.
And really securing that body triangle really saved Saved him some precious riding time here. Okay, now he's able to clear the arm. The back is flat to the mat. Sam is turning, and he's out.
About 49 seconds of ride time for George. So a very good ride situation. We will see if Sam can get that choke.
Yeah, great ride time there.
Right away, George explodes. Sam's able to start fighting. He gets under the chin.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is tight. This is tight.
Yeah, this is tight. And
Sam's almost there. George is trying to fight his way out, and he gets the
tap.
submission.
Same as Enrique, man. Wow.
What heart by Sam Barbosa.
Yeah, doing it all with an injured knee. Gets to the finals. Was able to secure the choke in the finals. Really good game plan.
So we have an all 10th planet final with Alan Sanchez against Sam Barbosa.
All right, yeah, in the finals, had 3 matches so far. It's been quite the road. First match, pretty tough match, ended up getting a heel hook. Second match, went against fucking Bruno Matias, dude's a beast. Ended up catching him in a triangle, which is pretty sick. I was kind of surprised myself, but I'll take it. And then third match, went against Jacob Couch. Jacob Couch is a fucking beast. I've known him since like the last Nogi Worlds, you know, a little bit on Instagram, a little bit of Fight to Win, talking and stuff. So yeah, that dude's awesome. Really good back and forth. Fucking had some good leg entanglements on me. We had some good little leg play. But yeah, I ended up going OT. Ended up taking it with a rear naked choke in overtime. Now I'm in the finals against Sam Barbosa, who's a beast. And yeah, just one match at a time. You know, just been trying to tell myself I don't have to do anything. I get to do this. I fucking love jiu-jitsu. It's the shit. So
Yeah,
just
man.
excited to go out
Hey,
there and
you're the
get
man,
one more.
man. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, bro.
You
Thank
take
you
care,
guys.
bro. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
The tournament so far has been really going really well. The first round I didn't warm up too well, and I ended up taking a little bit of like a thigh stretch, but I'm perfectly fine now. That last match with George is really good. He's really strong, and not in like the backhanded way, but like his grip strength, the grappling muscles. I was in danger a couple times, and I'm usually not. So that guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's a beast, man.
And I'm excited for the finals. Me and Alan are both 10th planet guys, and so we get to go put on a show for Eddie.
Right on. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're now getting ready for our finals of our 16-man tournament. It's an all 10th planet final with Alan Sanchez against Samuel Barbosa. It'll be interesting to see Sam's strategy as he's fighting another very skilled overtime player in EBI rules. Alan, who's looked phenomenal all day, both in regulation and the overtime, with an incredibly tough bracket, taking out Mohamed Jabor, Jacob Couch, and Bruno Matias on his way.
This is going to be a good one.
Really, really skilled grapplers.
So 2 10th planet guys meeting up here in the finals. Seems fitting for an EBI overtime tournament.
Again, it'll be interesting to see what Sam does, knowing this is the finals now, and knowing that that knee injury has to be pretty serious at this point if it's still bothering him so much.
As both competitors start standing here. Not a lot of action here right out of the gate.
Now decides to get 2-on-1 in the pull.
Quick guard pull here. Probably watching the matches before, he figured Sam probably wasn't going to pull guard, so just sits right away, gets right to work.
I was able to get to the close guard, but again, this is where Sam's been able to kind of negate everyone else's jiu-jitsu. He's kind of doing an anti-jiu-jitsu, just keeping it inside, keeping you flat.
I mean, we've seen once he gets on the back, his ability to put on a rear naked choke is pretty exceptional. So I would not be surprised if his strategy going into this with a knee injury was to try to ride this out to overtime to maybe, you know, put on one of those patented rear naked chokes right in the finals.
It's going to be hard, both in overtime and in regulation with Alan. Alan was just on fire today. And obviously he is incredibly skilled from the overtime rule set as well. And again, Alan's getting to a nice angle on that right arm. This is the best we've seen someone really kind of attack from against Sam's close guard passing strategy. Alan's trying to set up that overhook triangle as he's feeding the left arm inside and he's trying to keep the right arm isolated away from the body. But he's able to circle that arm back in and again get that inside hand and head position that he's done for the last 3 matches. Now he's starting to climb and try to get an angle.
He's really trying to work that angle, but Sam does a great job keeping both of his hands inside here, not allowing his hands to come to the floor, trying to get into the armpits.
first time we've seen him try to actually stand up and do kind of a log split from the close guard in all 3 matches.
Oh, Allen opting here for the rubber guard. Sam, being a 10th planet guy, obviously is no stranger to this method here. We'll see how he addresses these grips. Allen looking to double bag here, trying to get that second foot up and over the shoulder, possibly looking for a dead orchard.
Sam seems like his shoulders might be too big for that.
Yeah.
Such a big guy for this weight.
Yeah.
And he's so seasoned with keeping that good inside line. He's going to be hard to
Oh,
get that on.
little Williams guard here being
Allen
employed.
doing a really good job going side to side with his attacks, not just favoring one side, but going on both the left and the right arms.
Yep.
Again, Sam gets right back to center. Allen now climbing.
Allen climbing here, trying to get to the high guard. Okay, so he's cleared the elbow pass, looking to get to the back here. Beautiful
That's the third time
transition.
we've seen Sam get swept to the mount, but Allen's not trying to mount. He's trying to take the back, which I think is
Yep,
smarter.
okay, so here we are. Yep, so Allen's got a little over 7 minutes to work here from the back. Got a fully locked in body triangle here. Let's see what he can make of it.
He's an expert at this position, and he's fresh. There's a lot less match time than Sam so far. Sam has just been an escape artist all day, escaping bad positions, submissions,
7 minutes
just being able to ride the storm and get out whenever he needs to. If there's a guy who's able to finish him from here today, it's probably Allen, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how much that injury is playing a factor here. Him trying to escape. Looks like they're having an exchange of words here. A couple laughs.
Allen just keeps switching sides with the attack.
Allen doing a good job here maintaining that body triangle, especially on a guy that's big and long as Sam. Keeps switching that triangle properly as Sam's trying to rotate from side to side to get the lock on the weak sides. Allen is wise to that and continues to switch his body triangle from side to side.
Now he's under the chin. Sam's able just to push that elbow high.
Oh,
Now he's got the 2 hands.
oh, it looks like he might be going for a shoulder lock here.
He's got the full Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
Sam just talking his way through the
Sam just having a chat with him while defending a shoulder lock. Clearly wasn't too concerned with it.
That's some high level of confidence in your back.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Considering the kind of day that Allen's had, yeah, for sure.
Allen looking just very relaxed, looking for the right opportunity.
Allen kind of looking for an arm in. Rear naked, not a high success rate for that.
Yeah, against the guy as tough as Sam.
Yeah, his broad shoulders is very unlikely.
I'd be interested to see if Allen's going to start trying to pin one of Sam's legs or arms between his legs to try to get that 2-on-1 kind of fight. Just continually switching his hands.
Okay, so we do have an arm now isolated inside of the body triangle, which is going to make the attack much stronger here for Allen. Sam obviously realizes that and realizes that he needs to really start to move. Okay, so he brings the arm back out, and now we're back to square one.
Allen is doing such a good job just riding his position.
5 minutes.
Again, you were seeing exactly why he's so hard to deal with from the back of the EBA routes. He seems one step ahead in both his offense and in transitions here. Allen is at a very good angle now to start digging that arm under the chin. Sam just throwing that arm up and creating a gap.
Sanchez kind of happy to hang out here, obviously being the person on the back, but he's got to be feeling a little bit frustrated, not being able to keep that arm isolated or advance enough to get to a point to cause Sam to really defend Harden from chokes.
He also is probably kind of mining some information so that if they do have to go to overtime, he's figuring out exactly what Sam wants to do defensively from the back and how he's defending his attacks.
Yeah, and Allen's got to feel pretty good with how well he's been able to control the back position here. You got to think that if it does go to overtime, he will opt for the back control. And he looks to be setting up an arm triangle, loses the back control.
Now goes back to the mount.
Allen's probably going to look to try to isolate an arm to get Sam to react to hopefully get back exposure again.
I would not be surprised if he's looking for a head and arm choke or a mounted triangle. Sam's going to obviously know that and try to keep those arms together to try to avoid either of those type of attacks. He's going to try to get that elbow inside, head inside, which he's able to achieve right there.
Okay, so he's under one elbow.
He's got the arm up. He's got to isolate, but again, Sam's able to lock his hands together and then get his hands back inside.
Sam appears to be pretty comfortable. I mean, his defense has been on point, all day. I feel like this rule set fits his style perfectly, just by being so defensively sound. Ooh, really nice entry here to the leg.
The transition on the armbar, getting on Alan's leg. Alan doing a good job just clearing
Slips
the knee
out.
line.
Oh, and all right. Well, it looks like they were gonna try to reset.
The ref never said stop.
The ref didn't say stop,
Alan
so
just jumped right on him.
Alan jumped right on it. Smart by the competitor to do that.
And again, this is a sport. If the ref doesn't say stop, your opponent doesn't have to stop. Just because you reset a position, you're on your own.
So obviously Sam didn't fight it too hard, being as defensively sound as he is and believing in his defense. So we've got 2.5 minutes to work here.
Yeah, it's interesting strategically what's going through Alan's mind right now, because he clearly has been able to ride the back. So does he just, slow and steady try to finish for the next 2.5 minutes? And then if he doesn't, just go back here in overtime? Or do you want to, open up and go somewhere else, really try for an arm lock, or really try for a rear triangle or something to just to give yourself more time, since there's a good chance you're going to wind up back here in about 2 minutes' time if you don't.
Yeah, it'll be
2 minutes.
It'll be definitely interesting to see how EBI overtime goes, and if either competitor is kind of not revealing, something that they do from the bat, or not revealing the full game to really bring an element of surprise into the overtime.
Yeah, obviously Sam has not shown any offense from the back in this match. He has not been on anywhere near Alan's back.
Yeah, but
Alan has shown a lot of great transitions.
As we've seen, though, if you give Sam that back control, that rear naked's deadly. So it'll be pretty interesting to see here. So
90 seconds left. Alan's got about 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
To try to get a submission before he's going to probably be right back to this spot with Sam.
Yeah.
This is
as skilled as Alan is, I mean, this has been pretty impressive that he's been able to. I mean, he's pretty much been defending the back for the majority of the match, and Alan's just not been able to really make any progress other than control here. So you got to think Alan might be thinking ride time going into
1 minute remaining.
the finals here.
Yeah, Alan doesn't look frustrated, but you can tell, as a competitor, you got to be a little frustrated knowing we've had dominant position for almost 7.5 minutes and really have not gotten particularly close to finishing the fight. And Sam just is doing his thing. Hand fight, hip fight, hand fight, hip fight. Stay safe, talk to himself a little bit, get out of the position. Just, Alan has a big stretch on his head. Again, he's trying to pull that double shoulder lock.
Just trying to hit that shoulder lock.
Sam's just trying to take a nap there and relax, trying to just.
Yeah, I think Sam is just too big and strong here to fall victim to one of those.
Especially as they're this sweaty and this loose.
Yeah.
We're 15 seconds away from overtime.
Oh, it looks like going for an arm bar, too slippery. 10 seconds left.
Time! And we got one more overtime for Sam Barbosa.
Okay, so
he has played this strategy to get to the finals in overtime. We will see if it works one more time. Again, both these guys are super seasoned at this rule set in this overtime.
It comes down to EBI overtime, I guess, fitting for a finals match.
210th Planet.
210th Planet guys. Let's see who's been drilling it more in the gym here.
We'll see if anything is different from the last 7 minutes of back control
Yeah,
we've seen.
so it looks like everything is kind of.
Sam looks to be moving a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
He was, much more defensive and just kind of relaxed and being wherever he was when they were in this position in the live match, where he clearly wants to get the escape for the ride times here.
Clearly, Sam looks to have a lot more of a urgency to escape here than he did in regulation. So Alan continuing the body triangle, and he is out. Okay, so we will see. I don't think anybody's been able to escape. Well, I think he might have had one escape, but most of the time, Chris was able to escape. Not surprised with that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Alan's already really defending that arm.
Alan had 29 seconds or so of ride time, so Sam.
Oh, okay, so we've got Sam flattening him out here, maintaining that body triangle, and we are just going to keep rolling here, it looks like.
Sam's just so good with that back position. He's about 20 seconds ride time, so the ride time is getting even for the first round already.
And Sam's so big and strong here that it's going to be hard for Alan.
From what I saw, this is about where Alan's ride time is, so this is all going to positive ride time for Sam at this point. So he's just building a little bit of extra ride time.
Okay, so it looks like we might have a face crank on here. It looks like he's cranking the face,
And
and
he
there it
gets
is.
it.
It's the finish.
Sam Barbosa takes it with his overtime performances. Unbelievable.
With an injured knee. Unbelievable.
And that was an incredibly tough, gutsy performance by Sam Barbosa, beating some absolute killers on the way. What a performance. Alan Sanchez looked amazing, but just could not get through the overtime supremacy that Samuel Barbosa showed throughout the whole day.
Wow.
$2,400 and the big fancy belt go to Sam Barbosa.
Wow. Really goes to show like how, you know, you stick to a game plan. You know, you play the rule set. I mean, you can find yourself right here in the finals winning the belt. I mean, really good job by Sam working through a knee injury after his very first round, going on to, you know.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Let's see that belt.
Y'all don't understand this. I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills if I didn't win this. My electric bill gets paid because of this.
Congrats, buddy. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Okay, so Omar, we really appreciate you, what you're doing for the Midwest, for Jiu-Jitsu, and for all these kids that are coming into these tournaments. You know, this is what they do for a living, and you're giving them the opportunity to make money doing what they love, man. So what you're doing for the Midwest Jiu-Jitsu scene is incredible, man.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. For sure, this was supposed to be for fun. Like, I just did it for fun, and it kind of like took off, blew up, and you know, today's bracket is amazing. You know what I mean? So I don't take credit for anything. Usually, I'm just the guy that has the gym. It's the competition. It's the competitor. So for me, it's like, I mean, the guys out here, all these guys should probably be on the highest stage in the world. Yet they were able to come out here, take a sacrifice to do a small gym tournament like this, which in essence ended up being pretty big. So I'm excited, man. I'm super grateful, happy, and you know, I wish I could just give everybody $1 million just to come here and do this shit. So I'm just excited, happy, and I look forward to the future of what some of these guys are going to be doing. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all these guys. For me, it's like, if I bring them here, I never have to ever roll with these guys. So it's like, let them kill each other, and I just get to sit and watch. So I'm just super grateful, and you know, grateful for you guys, for the guys, the fans watching. I mean, the people that get the benefit is us. You know, look what's going on. So I want to say thank you to you guys, thank you to the fans. Fuck yeah, man, I appreciate you guys.
Tell us a little bit about, just tell us about your gym, when you started up and where you're located.
Yeah, so I started my gym maybe 5-6 years ago. You know, I'm a black belt under Eddie Bravo, first degree. So, you know, when I came out here, I was a brown belt, started at school mainly because I wanted to do no-gi, you know, and so now we moved. We're at a 6,000 square feet facility. We got close to 3,000 square feet of mat space, some weights and stuff. So we're looking to one day be on the scale of some of the best gyms in the world. So that's the goal.
Hell yeah. Shoot us, what's the address here?
The address, 1060 North DuPage Avenue, Lombard, Illinois, 60148. Come check us out.
How close outside of Chicago?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So if you're ever in the Chicago area, come through. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.